Top of the first, game number 2. Swinging and a miss to get things started. Josh Toohey taking the mound for the Wildcats. Defensively for Central Washington, just a couple of changes. It's Oland at first, Larson at second. As this is in a right, and diving is McLean to make the play. Peters over at third. Tripoli's the shortstop, left to right across the outfield. Berryman, Fossil, and, of course, McLean. Behind the plate, it's Gabe Bustamante. And on the bump, Josh Toohey. Toohey, a right-hander, 2-3 on the season, 7 appearances, 6 starts, 30 and a third innings, a 4.75 ERA. He has struck out 10, walked 8, and opposing hitters have gotten the better of him this season at a 3.36 average. Carson Green led things off for the Jackets. Now it's Hayden Fultz, followed by James Anderson. Then it's Dulick, Lutz, Powell, Wagenman, Osmus. As this is into center, Fossil drifting back, he'll make the grab. And Busso rounds out the 9 for the Jackets.
First baseman number 20, James Anderson.
So 2 quick outs here in the top of the first. This game, of course, just 7 innings. After what was an eventful game number 1, the Wildcats took it 28-3. 25 hits, 8 walks for the Wildcats in that game. Misses off the corner 1-0. .25 hits equal to about 2.5 games worth of offense. As that's called a strike, 1-1. Wildcats scored 8 in the first, 2 in the third, 8 in the fourth, 4 in the fifth, and 6 in the sixth. Before the Jackets were finally able to set them down in the 7th and 8th without any runs scoring. Central had 4 round trippers. Berryman, Oland, Larson, and Tripoli went deep. Oland had... Was it Oland or Berryman with the grand slam? One of the two. Berryman had the grand slam. There we go. Press box all chiming in. On the ground. And that'll be the first hit of the game for the Yellowjackets.
Shortstop number 1, Cooper Dulick.
Here's Cooper Dulick. He was 2 for 3 with a run scored in game 1. 2 of just 5 hits. He had a pair. Murray had 1 off the bench. And Dominic Busso had a pair of hits. Call the strike 1-1. Wildcats now 5-8 in GNAC play. 11-19 on the season. That's going to be a seeing eye single. Runners on first and second. Back-to-back hits for the Yellowjackets.
Now batting designated hitter number 22, Justin Lutz.
Here's Justin Lutz. He entered the ball game as a defensive replacement in game number 1. Designated hitter here for the Yellowjackets in game 2. A win for the Wildcats would put them even with Montana State Billings, who are 6-7 in the GNAC. That's fouled back right at me. Thankfully, we have the net in front of us. Western Oregon beat St. Martin's 9-2. We'll go around the GNAC. The 0-1 fouled away. On deck, it's Mason Powell back in the lineup after being lifted in Game 1. Changeup outside there from Tui. Olin picks it out of the dirt at first, and that'll retire the side. The Jackets leave two stranded. We're heading to the bottom of the first. It'll be Berryman, Fossil, and Olin due up. Bottom of the first, Berryman will lead things off for the Wildcats after going 3 for 7 in game number 1. That ties the Central record for most at-bats in a game. He scored twice, drove in 5. Four of them came on one swing of the bat. On the ground is second on the one hop. That'll be out number 1.
Center fielder number 7, Adam Fossil.
And Adam Fossil, 2 for 4, 3 runs scored and an RBI. He also walked once. Brings his season average up to 364. Swing and a miss on that one. On the bump for the Yellowjackets, Matthew Houlihan, 37 In a third innings pitched, 4.13 ERA. He struck out 36 on the season. Misses there. It's 1-1. Called strike 1-2 to Fossil. Looper to left center and down. Fossil has the Wildcats' first hit. And that'll bring up Austin Oland.
Now batting the first baseman, number 13, Austin Oland. Now batting number 13, the DNAC leader in doubles.
First pitch to Oland, a ball, 1-0.
He's second. Grant Carey leads it with like 9 or 10. Yes. Grant Carey leads it. He's just behind.
Check swing. Home plate umpire said he did go around. 1-1. Over for a strike. 1-2. They'll ask over at first. He did not. Swing and a miss. Oland down by way of the K.
Second baseman, number 14, Charlie Larson.
That'll bring up Charlie Larson. Larson 1 for 3, 2 runs scored, and 3 ribbies in the opener. Throw over to first, a check on Fossil, and he's back in time. Fossil 4 for 6 on the base path. Again, the Wildcats, not an overly aggressive team in terms of stolen base. You don't really have to be when you're the GNAC's leading offense. Fossil's going to go as that one's in the dirt. It'll be a wild pitch. Throw goes under center. Fossil thought about taking off for third, but thought better of it. One to Larson. That's off the pitcher. Will it be a 1-3? It will not. It'll be a single. And time's going to be called as the Jackets will check on their pitcher. He seems okay, though. That one stung a bit, I'm sure. Runners on first and third for Michael Copeland. Back in the DH spot for the Wildcats, up to 3-11. Swings at the first pitch and he fouls it back. Yeah, in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike to the designated hitter. Cope went 3 for 4, scored twice, drove in 3. A chopper to first, fair, and that'll end the inning. The Wildcats also leave 2 stranded. Top of the second, coming your way after this. Second inning, Mason Powell leads things off. He's at 278, 1 home run and 8 driven in. He went 0 for 2 in game number 1. He was lifted for Peyton Flynn. Two balls and 1 strike here to Powell. He was lifted midway through game 1. Outside. On the ground, a short, stung that way, a 2-hopper to Tripoli. He'll make the throw across. That'll bring up A.J. Wagaman, the catcher. He relieves Ethan Babcock-Bari, who was behind the plate in game 1, and he put in about 2 games worth of action. That one's over for a strike 0-1. I hope his pitching staff gets him a steak dinner after today. 0-1 the count to Wagaman. Squares to bunt, pulls back, it's a ball. A bit of an early square there for a right-hander. 1-1. Make it 1-2 as it's foul tip back into the mitt of Bustamante. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one was down in the dirt. Tui works exclusively out of the stretch. Two twos fouled away. Line foul. It'll stay 2-2. Wagenman hitting .242, 2 home runs, 9 driven in, and he's scored 8 times on the year. Swing and a miss. Got him on the off speed. 2 down.
Second baseman number 3, PJ Osmus.
Here's PJ Osmus. He came on as a defensive replacement after Tyler Godfrey took a ground ball that jumped up on him. And he's got himself a single. Right back from whence it came. And the Jackets have their 3rd hit of game number 2.
Left fielder number 23, Dominic Busso.
They ended game 1 with 5 hits, so well on their way to eclipsing that mark. Here's Dominic Busso swinging at the first pitch. He fouls it away. 291 on the year, 1 home run and 10 driven in. In game number 1, he had 2 of the 5 hits for the Yellowjackets. Drove in both runs, scored once. Brownson had the other RBI. It was a sacrifice fly for him. Weekly in the air to center. That's going back towards no man's land, but Tripoli gets there. The Yellowjackets leave another stranded as we head to the bottom of the 2nd. Bottom of the 2nd, Michael Peter gets things going. 263, a home run, and 15 batted in. And that's after going 2 for 6 in game number 1 with 2 runs scored and 2 driven in. First pitch catches the corner for a called strike. Peter to second, snared by Osmus. The throw to first retires the Wildcats' third baseman. That was a nice snag over there by Osmus. Central Washington's infield, if you haven't played here before, it plays very firm. A ball off the dirt can carom just about anywhere. Swinging first pitch, Bustamante. That is fair down the line. The throw. And they will get him as Anderson does a nice job to go up and get it and land on the bag. 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the second.
Right fielder number 9, Tyler McLean.
Tyler McLean swinging at the first pitch. It's 0-1. 317 on the year, a home run, 11 batted in. He was 5 for 6. 5 runs scored and 2 driven in. And that's a called strike and a nice pitch from Houlihan. 0-2 the count. And that one misses. Billings wanted it, though. Texas Leaguer. Throw across against McLean. The Wildcats go down 1-2-3. Top of the third coming up after this. Top of the third, Carson Green leading things off. First pitch from Tui, a ball. Popped up, sky high on the infield. Larson drifting over, and he's got it for out number 1. If you're scoring at home, P4.
Right fielder number 13, Hayden Fultz.
And here's Hayden Fultz. 0 for 1 on the day. Average of 297. And it's ball one. Fouled away. Long strike there, 1-1.
Gracious.
1-1. Big swing and a miss there from Fultz, 1 and 2.
Crazy shit, man. Nuts. Oh, bro, she was bad.
Back at the screen. It'll stay 1 and 2.
World Cup run. Bro, I'm watching TV and it's like, this is the only reason we're watching soccer. She went to Richland, actually. You know that? Well, she needs to come back. Yeah, she was Richland High School. Which makes sense. That's a Richland girl thing. They wouldn't be distracted for the kids.
On the ground, a hopper to second. Larson been busy in this inning for out number 2.
Just give us a top.
First baseman number 20, James Anderson.
Podcast. R&R podcast.
Breaking ball misses 1 and 0.
That'd be funny as hell. Or something about beer. What's your favorite beer, Coffee? What?
A 1-0. Down low.
Black porter.
2 balls, no strikes.
2 balls?
Yep.
So have you tried, it's good dark beer, tried Guinness? Interesting.
The 3-0 the count.
Favorite light beer?
Anderson's 1 for 1. He's got one of the 3 hits the Yellowjackets have in this game.
Alright, with our stuff.
Call the strike and get me over fastball.
Like if you have to get a mixed drink or a shot of something, what do you attack?
Foul tip back into the mint.
I'm not gonna lie, I like tequila for just a shot. But for a mixed drink, Crown Royal.
Count is 3-2 to Anderson. Struck out twice in game 1.
Go to the frontier by next time. Get a red snap.
Yeah, that's ball 4.
Get a red snap.
With 2 outs, the Yellowjackets have a runner aboard. They'll extend the inning.
Just nice.
And here's Cooper Dulick.
Shortstop number 1, Cooper Dulick.
This is a good player right here. Good player. Their shortstop last year.
Outside, 1-0.
This guy, he was an All-American actually last year. Really good player. Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. This guy's good. Carson Green's stats are so wrong.
In the air to right, McLean camped under it. It's a can of corn for out number 3. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's still 0-0. Inning in to begin the bottom of the third as Trevor Tripoli had his first career home run in the opener. Struck one out to left center, one of the deepest parts of the ballpark here, the CW baseball field. Yeah. 1-0 the count to Tripoli. 2-0. It's big swing and a miss there. It's 2-1.
See, that's a good 2-0 act. I like that 2-0 act. It's a good 2-0 act.
Yeah, the hitters count.
Back up.
3-1 as he watches that one go by. Struck well on a line to left center. That's down. Almost a ground rule double. And Tripoli in with a leadoff double to start the bottom of the third. A 3-1 pitch there, and he took advantage of it.
Left fielder number 11, Zach Berryman.
And back to the top of the order for Berryman. 0 for 1. The Wildcats left fielder. Moved around a little bit in game one, ended up in center field by the end of that one. First pitch in the dirt, blocked 1-0. Quick look at second. 1-0. Inside, 2-0, and there's Charlie Larson. Charlie Larson with the make him get in the zone. He's like the NPC in video games that follows around the player character and just yells out the one line every time you get into combat. That's Charlie Larson. Check swing. Home plate umpire says he did.
He'll throw one ball and he'll say it right here. Watch. Hit the ball. There you go. That's a bet line right here. It's the ball. $2. He says it. I'll put $5 on it.
Houlihan set. Checks Tripoli.
Yeah, he'll say it.
3-1.
Oh, he said no help.
No, there it is.
There it is again.
I need to start making money lines in this game, dude. Bro, it's Charlie Larson, bro. It's just Charlie Larson.
3-1 the count to Berryman.
He'll walk him and he'll say it again. Double or nothing. $10 on line if he does.
Gets over there. 3-2.
I knew it was 3-2. I'm like, dude, why didn't it say 3-2? Stop putting the person on the scoreboard. Still walking, he's gonna say it. $10.
And Berryman will stay alive with that foul ball. Pinballed around off the catcher Wagenman. That is a bright glove out there in right field. Hayden Fultz. Light blue, maybe teal. Tripoli dancing off a second, draws a second look. Swing and a miss, Berryman down. First out of the inning, and that brings up Adam Fossil.
Center fielder number 7, Adam Fossil.
1 for 1 is Fossil. Hitting a beefy .369. Wildcats with the GNAC's top-rated offense. Chops that one foul. Put that one over near the Wildcats pitching coach Kramer Champlin. Spent some time in the minor leagues in the Toronto Blue Jays organization. Out of Arizona State as Houlihan wheels.
It's just unreal. It's like, bro, all those long they're ridiculous. They're like looking for the
0-1. Inside 1-1.
He's found his curveball. He's thrown 4 straight. Okay, build the ball. You're gonna say find it.
Well, the wind's picked up a little bit here for game number 2. You can see the flag waving out there in right center. Now you got to be careful. Any ball hit in the air could be an adventure. As it's 1-2. Talked to Joel Johnson in between the games, and we were discussing the wind, and he said the Wildcats worked on that this week. It's something that you really can't prepare for when you come to visit Ellensburg. It doesn't matter how many times you play here. If you're not at Central Washington, the wind can really wreak havoc defensively. Triple E dances off a second again, and time is called at the plate. That is through the right side. Story waving around Tripoli. The throw is going to be cut off, and the Wildcats have a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the third. Nice piece of hitting there from Fossil. The middle infielders playing closer up the middle, that double play depth, and he shoots one through the right side.
Now batting the first baseman number 13, Austin Olin.
Here's Austin Olin, the catcher. Excuse me, the first baseman. He was the catcher in game number 1. Went down by way of the K in his first at-bat. And starts him out with an 0-1 here. Olin strikes this one well into the left center gap. It's going to get down. Fossil rounding third. They're not going to get him. That throw goes to the cutoff man, and it's 2-0.
Second baseman number 14, Charlie Larson.
Here's Charlie Larson. 1 for 1 in the ball game. Wildcats now with 5 hits. He squares, and the bunt is popped up and tracked down by Wagaman for out number 2. Well, with 2 down in the inning, here's Copeland. He's 0 for 1. Finds the strike zone to start out the at-bat. It's 0-1. Checks the runner at second and delivers. It scoots away. Wagaman recovers quickly enough. Keeps Oland on second. Oland not the fastest guy in the Wildcats lineup. But when you're hitting .324 with 7 bombs, you don't need to be. That's 17 doubles now on the season, the GNAC leader. Cope fouls that one down the first base line. Joel Johnson, a nice play. One, two. Fouled away. Michael Peters on deck. The 1-2. Spiked, and it's 2-2. Wagenman getting a workout in this at-bat. To short. Going up is Julich to make the grab. The Wildcats get 2 runs. They lead it 2-0 through 3. And Lutz will lead off 0 for 1. Breaking ball over for a called strike. We'll have a doubleheader tomorrow as well. That starts at 11 a.m. Just outside, it's 1-1. Inside, 2 balls and a strike.
Oh my gosh. Nope.
Inside, 3 balls and a strike.
I saw that. It wasn't April Fool's joke. It was actually a real thing.
Nope, no, I don't think that's strike 3. That's strike 2. He's just practicing. We're good. It's 3 and 2.
Scoreboard. Loser. It's not like I'm doing it for a reason. Gosh, dude. It's like 3-0. I know that.
The 3-2 is into the air to center. Struck well. Fossil going back. The track, and that's going to drop. Rounding second, heading for third is Lutz.
That was a 4-12 shot. What did I do? Oh, shoot. Yeah, my bad.
That'll be the 4th hit of the ball game for Montana State Billings. A triple for Lutz. First pitch in the air to right. That might be deep enough to get a run home. At this point, you probably should let that one go. Oh, Larson's going to keep the runner at third. That is a heck of a play by Charlie Larson. Not only make the catch, but get the throw in quick enough and on line to keep the runner at third.
Catcher number 6, A.J. Wagenman.
I stand corrected. Here's A.J. Wagenman. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. 2 home runs and 9 driven in. First one's upstairs, 1-0.
Oh, good stop, Boosty.
In the air and foul backing out of play.
Yeah, you gave that a triple, right?
Yeah.
That ball's tattooed. That ball's probably gone at every other ballpark.
Say every other ballpark we play at all season.
Any GNAC park, that ball's gone.
2-1 count on Wagenman.
Oh.
Popped up. Shallow right. McLean will make the catch. And a leisurely throw into the plate. Keeps Lutz at third.
Lead off triple, man.
And P.J. Osmus will stand in. 1 for 1. Limited at-bats for Osmus this year. Tui fakes a throw to third.
They had it last year. Every time, that's my time a little bit. Umpire shoot me out. Better hurry up, son. I'm gonna get a pitch clock violation called.
Pumped over for a strike, 0-1.
Who's really gonna pay it?
As we said, we don't. No facility except maybe Billings has an actual pitch clock.
The umpires have a thing. All the umpires have a clock on their thing.
In the air to left. Berryman will make the grab, so a leadoff triple gets stranded over at third. A good inning of work by Tui, and it's still 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. for the fourth, it's Michael Peter. 0 for 1. Swinging first pitch, puts a charge in it to left. And it'll be caught for out number 1.
Now batting the catcher, number 27, Dave Bustamante.
Here's Bustamante. Also 0 for 1. 214 on the season with 2 RBI and 3 runs batted in.
That actually. Oh, he took a pitch. Wow, he took a strike. I think it's the first time all season he's taken a first pitch strike.
I'll put him in the cap.
0 and 2.
He swung at the first pitch. That's why.
Chop to short. And they'll retire the Wildcats catcher 6-3. Oh, with 2 down, Tyler McLean stands in 0 for 1.
Right fielder, number 9, Tyler McLean.
Swing and a miss. McLean drops down to a knee. It's 0 and 1. Oh and 2 to McLean. Oh, 2 in a center. And Busso will come on to make the grab to end the inning. We're going to the top of the 5th. It's 2-0 Central.
If it's a pro game, it's probably not 28-1. But if it's a pro game, I'm not giving the guy the save versus.
Top of the 5th inning, Busso will lead off.
Here, I'll reward.
0 for 1, swinging at the first pitch, and it's back over the top of the press box. The luxurious press box here at the CW baseball field.
With reclining chairs and bottle service.
Busso at 287. 1 home run and 10 driven in. That one's outside. Two and 1, the count on Busso. It's Green on deck. Back to the top of the order, 3-0. 3-1 misses. It's ball 4.
Dude.
Center fielder number 2, Carson Green.
Don't care, bro.
Stretching the pit.
I think he right went down there.
Green 0 for 2.
Yeah, he right went down there.
League leader in saves.
Third time through the lineup.
What is he at, 4?
Yep. 4 or 5, actually. I think he's had a save in literally every appearance.
Chop foul. It's 0 1.
Yeah, dude.
He's got 3.
He got 3. I think Holtzclaw has more than that.
That might be what I'm thinking of.
Holtzclaw has like 6 probably. He gets like 2 appearances a weekend. Kid's a cracked out baseball player.
0-1.
Guided it.
Good block by Bustamante.
I'm serious, dude. That Holtzclaw dude, I feel like he has Asperger's or something. He just twitches all the time, dude. Like you got on like this bro strike. I'm like, dude. Like last year,
Dewey looks to runner at first. The 1-1 on the ground through the left side.
in the GMAC championship, this we scored 3 runs to tie it in like the top of the 9th.
2 aboard for the Jackets now.
And this guy comes up, and this guy goes in the back of the clubhouse and just punches himself. Well,
I'll bring up Hayden Fultz.
Number 13, Hayden Fultz.
He's 0 for 2.
this Fultz.
Tying run on base.
Fultz and Luke are both returners from last year.
Let's get a 5-4-3. The GTP.
Sorry, I just glitched this inning. No, like I
0-1 after the swing and a miss.
tickets for UNC, Duke, Villanova, Kansas, and New Orleans are highest in StubHub history for Final Four tickets set.
Did you see the thing that said
Average tickets $1,000.
tickets to all 3 games for Vandy and Tennessee are higher than the Final Four?
Really?
Yeah, I saw something on Twitter about it.
Is it at Vandy or at Tennessee?
It's at Vandy, so Tennessee's going into Vandy.
I really am not a big fan of Vandy.
0-1 to Fultz.
Didn't you play with Carter?
Look back and delivers. Gets the bunt down. And he's going to be on. Bases loaded, a bunt single. Well done there by Fultz.
I grew up with the kid, dude. Like, I just like little league, bro. I remember this kid is I really just don't see what everyone else sees.
First baseman number 20, James Anderson.
And here's Anderson now. He's 1 for 1. He's also drawn a walk.
I'm so used to like when the ball's hit at short, I'm like, okay, that's a good play. I'm just not worried about it.
I watched one of your guys' playoff games at Yakima. First at bat, tattoos one off center field, batting right, and he does it again. Batting left hand of the next at bat.
I think
You're kidding me.
personally,
And that'll be a hit by pitch with the bases loaded.
see how much bigger that run would have been if they would have got it last inning?
So it's a 2-1 ball game.
Anyways,
Shortstop number 1, Cooper Dulich.
if he wants to go play,
Dulick,
I personally think he should stop.
1 for 2.
Back, he just dragged his left back.
And the infield going to be pulled tight here for the Wildcats. Larson coming over to have a chat with Tui.
I think he's a big league second baseman in like 5 years, 6 years. 6 probably. Maybe. We'll see. But if he progresses right.
Do you think he hits it for power more than the left side?
No. He's a righty power hitter. Lefty straight contact. He cannot hit for power. He can. Like I think he's more righty power dominant. Like when he faces a lefty dude, he'll probably hit if he you know what I'm saying, he'll probably hit 20 tanks with hitting righty than he would lefty.
Tui set and delivers.
That's what I choose.
Misses 1-0.
Still no outs. Brady getting loose or no?
Brady Hirai throwing in the Wildcats bullpen.
Couple base knocks. 3 base knocks.
Low, 2 balls, no strikes.
Personally, I thought he leaned into it.
I thought it was too.
That's an automatic strike, isn't it?
It should be.
He easily.
Here's the 2-0. Upstairs 3-0.
His own. That was our first walk of the game, wasn't it? That pitch? That first 390, I guess. Two. So he walks on like the first inning or something. Second inning.
And he'll walk another in. A hit by pitch, and the walk ties it 2-2. That's the third walk surrendered by Tui. And that'll bring out Kramer Champlin to have a chat with his starter. And he's going to the bullpen, so we'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. Well, Brady Hirai takes over. The bases are loaded. Billings has already pushed 2 across. And a breaking ball over for a strike.
Oh, Chris. What about him?
Chris what?
Just outside, it's 1-1. Hirai trying to get out of a jam. There's nobody out. Tough spot to come in for a reliever. The base is loaded. Nobody out. In the air, that's deep enough to score a run. Runners from second and third are tagging, and they both advance. Michael Peter, a nice job to go over the top of the runner there. 3-2. Billings takes the lead. I'll take a second to check on the runner at third.
Third baseman number 12, Mason Powell.
That run charged to Tui.
Brady is a king of that. He'll come with bases juice and all. He'll get like 3 runners before, but they're not on him. So funny. Actually, and Brady's stolen like two of Tui's wins too. I think.
Powell 0 for 2 on the day. Breaking ball on the line. Oland snags it, and they'll double him up. That will end the inning. They push across 3. They lead it 3-2. Bottom of the 5th, Trevor Tripoli leading off. 1 for 1 in the ball game. Swing and a miss. Opens the at-bat 0-1.
Flash of the GNAC, in my opinion, was really good in baseball. Like Western and NNU were really good teams. And Western Oregon and NNU absolutely beat the crap out of Azusa Pacific, and they're like one of the best teams in the country last year. They had like 3 guys out of 90 as their starters, and Western and NNU just smoked them. Are you serious?
And Tripoli
What are you looking at?
down looking for out number 1. Back to the top of the order for Berryman.
No, she's that big. Like, I don't know what else you're looking for. I don't know. I just get confused as hitters. Like when you watch ball down the road, the injuries not.
In the dirt 1-0.
I hate to be a douche, but like. hate to be rude, but.
Foul tipped. 1-1 the count.
Oh, ones. We got 11 up to bat. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out.
Up high, 2 balls and a strike. Houlihan's allowed 2 runs on 5 hits.
Last one wasn't even that bright. It was like just a blue. Mine's like a royal blue, bro.
Off the netting. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
My blue glove that I had was like a. It was like our old Seal Viking blue.
Oh,
It was just like a Viking blue.
fouled off the home plate umpire. It was off the hop. He's okay, though.
It
And another one foul. It'll stay 2-2. We'll reset, try it one more time. Swing and a miss down in the dirt. Berryman, they'll get him on the throw. And there are 2 away. Here's Adam Fossil.
Center fielder number 7, Adam Fossil.
First pitch skips in. 1-0. Catches the outside corner, a called strike. Two and one. There's some action in the Yellowjackets bullpen. Right-hander starting to stretch. That'll be strike 2 on the bender. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2s across the top of the scoreboard. Houlihan set. Down low, counts full. That'll be ball 4 to Fossil. Works the 2-out walk. Well, the tying run is aboard for Austin Oland down at first base in this ball game. 1 for 2 with an RBI already. Had that double. First pitch, a called strike, 0-1. No, it's a balk. Fossil will advance to second. The count will reset 0-0. Now the tying run in scoring position. Backing out of play. 0-1. Here's the 0-1. In the dirt, Fossil going to take third. He'll get there standing up on the wild pitch. Tying run just 90 feet away.
Big pitch right here.
0-1. Make it 2-1.
Those are all free bases. So he walked them, balked them, then a wild pitch. Just might as well say, hey, go third base. Like, geez.
That's 2-2 here on Oland. On the ground, scooped up at short. The throw, picked. No, it's not picked out of the dirt. So Fossil will score, and the game's tied. That's going to go down as an error on the throw. And here is Charlie Larson, the second baseman. 1 for 2.
Basically, all I'm gonna say is gave that run to us. Literally gave the run to us. We put a guy on
The
third.
first pitch to Larson called the ball.
Is that unearned run?
Fossil started that at bat over at first. A balk, a wild pitch, and the throwing error.
That'd be funny.
1-1 on Larson. Check swing. They'll ask. First base umpire says he did go around. It's 2-2.
Is it 2-2?
I have 2 and 1.
It's 1-2, says the home plate umpire. The count 1-2. Larson calls time. He got something in his eye, it looks like. The 1-2. Fouled away. Larson with the pirouette to stay alive. Pretty steady breeze now, blowing out to right. One leads off of first. A 1-2. Check swing. They'll ask it first. No, he did not, so it's 2-2.
Someone had Van Kemsky and Olin catching in the first game on the Twitter post online.
2-2. He caught him looking. Larson doesn't like it, but that'll end the inning. It's 3-3 as we head to the top of the sixth. Wagenman leading things off. Here in the top of the 6th inning, it's a 3-3 ball game. He right back out there for Central. And the first pitch called the ball 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1.
Does he throw with some effort? Because it looks like he's just trying to like.
You throw what with what?
Does he throw with effort? Like when you're down there, does it look like he's actually trying? Because it looks like he's just trying to float it in sometimes.
And foul back at the screen.
I think he sold back a little bit.
2-2 count.
I think he still came back a little too early, but I mean, he said he literally doesn't throw for like 2 days after he pitches on the weekend because he said he's got a sore.
And the count's full. 3-2.
But his curveball, he does try and like guide it. He doesn't like to snap hard because he's had a mental block. He'll probably be back to normal velocity next year. He's literally like probably 78 to 82 range. On a good day, he's touching 82. Before TJ, he was like 83, 85. He touched 86. We're about the same, but I'm a little firmer. He's pretty good though. He spots up really well.
The 3-2. Swing and a miss. He gets Wagenman for out 1.
Second baseman number 3, PJ Osmus.
Osmus 1 for 2.
You just don't want to be a guy on base and have the line flip over top of the 6th. Dude, Boost, you could have caught that so much better, bro.
2-0.
Look at this. You know, like this, and then just beat the ball there. Beat the ball there. Beat the ball there.
That's over for a strike. It's 2-1.
Dummy good behind the plate. Oh my gosh. This is her now. Like, he literally
Swing and a miss there. Counts full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. In the air, Fossil sliding. He's not going to get it.
Is that an air?
Into second with a double.
Dude, that is. He dove, so can't give it an air.
And with 1 out, the go-ahead run in scoring position for Dominic Busso.
Now batting number 23, Dominic Busso.
I don't know.
Busso 0 for 1 with a walk.
I want to give it an air, but it's like he dove. So
You could make the argument that he didn't dive, but could have just passed it on it.
Breaking ball in for a strike, 0-1. Jackets put up 3 last inning.
Two big outs right here back to back. So you go into top of the seventh when they're up there two guys instead of
Right.
Swing and a miss.
You have to get this guy out there.
perfect scenario right now is he lines out to second base and second base steps on the back.
Oh yeah. But ideally you want to get the 9-hitter out because he's a 9-hitter.
Yeah.
And if you walk him or somebody gets on base, you're just adding more pressure to the situation.
Oh, 0-2 the count. Off the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Busso wouldn't go after. Breaking ball stays high. 2-2.
5:35.
Busso steps out. Two. 3-2.
This is why I don't like toying with the hitters.
Green waits on deck. That'll flip the lineup card over.
You gotta make a play. You gotta get a pitcher and make him throw the play or something.
3-2. In the dirt, he walked him. Busso battles back from an 0-2 count.
It's the worst thing.
Now there's runners on first and second with just 1 down. Green's 1 for 3.
Now batting center fielder number 2, Carson Green.
Come on, Brady, make a pitch. Good. Opens up the double play though, I will say that.
Can't find the strike zone. 1-0.
Oh, he just saw something get loose.
Both bullpens going right now.
Oh, it's D-Rich, I think. Yeah, double barrel down the.
Liner through the left side. 1 run will score. And uh-oh! That's going to allow everybody to advance. Berryman spiked it. And now runners on second and third. And it's a 4-3 ball game. Mark it a hit and an error. Infield pulled tight, and that is laced down the right field line. It's going to be fair. 1 run is going to score. 2 runs will score. It's 6-3, Montana State Billings.
So both those unearned or those still
Fultz turned on that ball.
they're still earned, right? Because
Yes.
yeah, because they got on. Well, I think, or does it depend?
So okay, so the first run is earned, and the second one is not because
he's as of now,
as of now, yeah.
And with one down, the Jackets.
If there's another base hit here, then it would count. He's gonna score after that base hit. Okay, that's not enough. If you baseball IQ goes along this.
Soft liner to first, and it is going to be foul. The home plate umpire emphatic about it. Oh, that's.
Dude, look where his dive marks are, bro.
Oh, boy.
Dude, we got lucky on that one. You can see where his dive marks are, dude. He was completely fair. Wow, we'll take that.
Doug Waddup's coming down the line. And it's 0-1 the count. Upstairs, 1-1. Wheels have kind of fallen off for the Wildcats in the last 2 innings. They led 2-0 for a couple of innings. 3 runs in the 5th for the Jackets. Now 3 runs in the 6th. They're still threatening. Anderson 1 for 1 with an RBI and a walk.
Wow, that's a good pitch.
That one misses. 2 balls and a strike. Three and one. Could be the last batter for Hirai. Tagged into left. Berryman going after it. He makes the grab. Well, he gets the second out. Kramer Champlin still seated in the Wildcats dugout, so Hirai will go after Dulick.
Shortstop number 1, Cooper Dulick.
Dulick 1 for 2 with an RBI and a walk.
Boosty, come on, you gotta work harder back.
1-0. Bustamante couldn't hang on to that. Ejecto mitt getting the better of him. Two and 0. Hirai's lost a bit of his command here in this inning. Two oh. A good swing on it, but it's backing out of play. Count 2-1 after the foul ball. Hirai has allowed 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 of them earned, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. Chop foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, a runner on second.
Oh yeah, just get this guy out. I mean, the good thing is though, if he walks him, it's fine.
The 2-2. 3-2. Left it high. Runner going on the 3-2. That's into center. Fossil coming on. He is not going to get there. That'll be an RBI single. 7-3. The Jackets leading. Well, we mentioned the danger of a highly productive offense in game one. You get 25 hits in the first game, just 5 here in the second for Central, and Kramer Champlin on his way out to the mound. So we'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. Richardson comes on in relief, trying to close out the inning. Bustamante has trouble handling that one. And it's, I think, an 0-1 count. So Justin Lutz, 1 for 2 with an RBI. Runner going. It's 1-1. It'll be a stolen base. Two and one.
I'd put Tui on there. Tui or Trip.
Richardson will look back and delivers.
Okay, Olin
3-1.
or Boosty if he caught. You know, I give people a tough time because I've
3-1 the count.
People get pissed off at me, but like when
And it'll be ball 4, an inauspicious start out of the bullpen for Richardson.
but when you get pissed off to the point where you hate hearing me chew you out,
Mason Powell will come to the dish, still wearing the collar in this one, 0 for 3.
I'll be like, dude, it's Winston Churchill, dude.
First pitch over for a strike.
That's a good fact to say on stream. Honestly, to get a death point, you know? Yeah. That's actually a good point. Usually, you like broadcasters, you see this like on Dodgers guys will like have like all these like random and just like they can bring them up.
Richardson set. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2.
Like that curveball slid further away than I slid into any DMs of any girl.
Yeah. 0-2 to Powell. And the fake pickoff will reset the clock. Oh, just a bit outside. It gets past Bustamante.
And he says, oh, that's a hard block from the defensive line. Thinking of hard blocks. He was actually blocked super hard, got posterized his senior year of high school, which was one of the Bible on ESPN. And he's been able to overcome that. He's blocked
1 ball and 2 strikes to Powell. 2 in scoring position now. A Baltimore chopper to second. Larson goes up the ladder. The throw. Olin held the bag. That'll end the inning, but Billings pushes across 4, and they lead it 7-3. So in the bottom of the 6th, Michael Copeland gets things going. He's 0 for 2 in this ball game.
The thing went 300 plus yards easily. The whole 335 and I hit like 315 easily.
Houlihan back out there for the 6th.
I almost got buried, but I had a good up down. I had 2 pars and 3 pars in the day, so it was nice. Back up no bogeys because
Make it 2-0.
my first hole always kills me because my first drive of the day and I just hey, Charles will say it soon. No, so that means the next one he's gonna say it.
On the 2-0, Copeland
Wind's not gonna help it.
to center, and that'll be out number 1.
Yeah, Van Kem's going in for Boosie, just so you know. Peter's still up.
And here's Michael Peter. 0 for 2.
The third baseman, number 8, Michael Peter.
On deck, Andrew Van Kempsky has appeared.
Hey, St. Martin's
First
in
pitch up
Buffalo
high.
today.
1-0. Western Oregon and St. Martin's end up with a split on the day.
The scores in 2 seconds.
Count 1-1 to Peter. Chop foul. It'll be 1-2. Swing and a miss. Peter, that one's going to have to be on the throw, and they do. They retire Michael Peter 2-3.
Yeah, they split.
And that'll bring up the pinch hitter, Van Kempsky.
Another CG. Oh my gosh. The Yamashita with the CG again. Same orange 1-3-2.
Pitch hitting for the Wildcats, number 39, Andrew Van Kempsky. We tied. He's going first, and Nolan's going behind the dish.
Yes, that's what it is. No matter what, that's what's going to happen. With Boosty, you can't re-enter. Wow.
Pumped over a fastball for a strike, 0-1.
Are you serious, bro? They can get in the zone on a strike? Charlie, what are we saying, dude?
He's 62 for 90 on pitches for strikes.
Swing and a miss, 0-2.
But you say he has 62 strikes, 90 pitches?
Yeah, 63 strikes, 91 pitches.
That's 66%.
91 pitches for Houlihan. 63 of them strikes.
That's a strike, not gonna lie.
1-2, close one there.
Nice guy, dude. That's a strike. You gotta swing. That's
That's a confident take from Van Kempsky.
That's a generous call. I like this two-strike approach. Though.
1-2 outside.
This dude won't go away. Why do you I want them to do second sliders. Can you please just miss or
Be better if he was a full take out there.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Chop to first, foul.
I saw this guy take Henry Vargas 400 feet on the line. On an 80 mile an hour fastball down the net. I saw it live too. I told my coach, don't throw a fastball into this guy. He'll take it deep. So not 88. I'm like, okay, next pitch. All right, you're right. He has like another guy. It's fine. Keep fighting.
Another one chop foul. Three and two. The ejectament hits Wagenman. Count is full with 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. You don't want to leave 4 for the 7th. It'd be nice to get 1 or 2 here if you're Central. 3-2 is cued down the third baseline. A kick stop by Desi Story.
Right
3-2. That'll be ball 4. Works the walk on the 9th pitch of the AB. And Tyler McLean will stand in. They're going to let Van Kempsky run.
They're down 4, so it's not as matter. 2 outs.
McLean swinging first pitch.
You know your priorities.
And a bad stride there. He bailed out a bit on that pitch.
That's pretty good for 6 guys.
This will be pitch number 100 for Houlihan.
Century mark.
He went
0-2.
Colorado Mesa.
Swing and a miss from McLean.
Yeah, he's a good.
So they're comfortable letting him throw a ton of pitches. He's going to finish out this game.
No, it's bottom six.
0-2. Jack swing from McLean. They'll ask down at first. No, he did not.
Oh,
1-2 is gonna drop, and it's gonna be one of the weirdest infield singles you'll see. It's a line drive in the box score. Oh, with 2 down, Trevor Tripoli. He's 1 for 2 today. And they're going to go to the bullpen, so we'll take a timeout. New pitcher coming in. We'll be right back. So Jack Naylor will come in. The freshman out of Gresham, Oregon. It's his first appearance on the bump this year. Swing and a miss from Tripoli.
Just want to make sure you guys know this is Tyler Elliott because he got his number changed.
Yeah, I just got told by
So, excuse me, it's Tyler Elliott who is on the bump. A number change for the Yellowjackets. Elliott, 8 appearances, 3-0, and a 4.07 ERA. A chopper hit left side. The throw across. They're going to say he's off the bag, and Doug Wattups is coming out, and they're going to have a chit-chat with the home plate umpire. Yeah. Yeah, Wattups is the first base umpire is trying to make his way to the home plate umpire, and Wattups he's got some stuff to say. They haven't even gone back to correct it yet. We'll take a quick break. I'll be right back. Umpires get together. They're going to call him out over at first. Now, Desi Story wants an explanation. And the first base umpire says, yeah, that was my mistake. So we'll head to the top of the seventh. It's 7-3 Billings. Seventh, A.J. Wagaman leading things off. He's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts, trying to stave off the hat trick. One and 0 to Wagaman. Richardson back out. And that's up over the press box. 1-1. Back-to-back crooked numbers for the Yellowjackets. Have them in front. That one misses. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two and 2. Wagaman fouls that one off. 2 ball, 2 strike count. In the air to right, McLean. The wind is going to take that one to the wall, and it's down. Heck of a throw by McLean, though. From the wall, that was a short hop into Trevor Tripoli. It's a leadoff double for the Yellowjackets. They threaten to extend their lead.
Now batting the second baseman, number 3, P.J. Osmus.
And it's P.J. Osmus. 2 for 3 at the dish. Tries to bunt, and it's off the screen.
I heard Son watch ago all his charges dropped. Is that right? Yeah, but about Trevor Bauer. About Trevor Bauer.
No, they extended his leave.
I heard that he's filing. He's
Filed a defamation lawsuit.
Yeah, because of false claims or something like that. Is that right?
0-1 is in a center, and look at it twist. Tripoli goes up to cut it off, and there's one out.
That ball was hit like a slice. It came back to the
Dominic Busso. 0 for 1. He's walked twice.
Busso. Yeah, he's filing a defamation lawsuit because apparently certain media outlets released false information after the correct information was made public.
Yeah. And I just feel bad for that dude because everyone's been out to get him ever since he went into college. Because he was a big, everyone just didn't like him for what he did because he always was different. Like, he did driveline before anyone else did driveline.
He literally used to get bullied for the way that he would
Warm up.
Yeah, I know. He literally
1-0 is down. 2 balls, no strikes.
He got bullied in at UCLA. He got bullied at Arizona too. So they traded him to where'd he go? I think to the not the Reds, the Indians.
Fouled away. 2-1. That one bounces
Indians were really good back.
back into fair territory.
Dude, when they won that World Series, they didn't win. They got the World Series. They lost to the Cubs. They got their 2s in a row lost. They lost to the Cubs. Lost to the Cubs. But they, because they had Shane Bieber, they had
They're starting rotation.
They had Bieber, they had that Clevenger, they had Bauer.
Osco still did
Now the 2-1.
That ball's
Into right, lifted well. McLean trying to track it. He'll run it down. Runner will advance.
And Danny Salazar. That was their 5 starting rotation. And Danny Salazar.
Our 2 down in the inning. Lineup card flips over for Carson Green. 2 for 4. Wind blowing steady out to right field. Richardson out of the stretch with the runner on third. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, they were deep. It wasn't just like they were
They had Mike Napoli too.
Mike Napoli underrated, dude. When he was with Texas,
On a line. That'll be down. Make it 8-3. That one's going to get past him. That'll go as a single and an error. So here's Hayden Foltz.
Now batting number 13, Hayden Foltz.
12 hits and 8 runs. That was your shows.
8, 12, 1.
And 1 run error, right, for both sides.
2 for us.
We had 2 errors.
Swing and a miss from Foltz. 2 for 4 with an RBI.
yeah, the first one throwing it.
The first one might not registered.
Remember when he threw it?
I know. I thought it did. I thought it registered.
Punched into the ground.
He's done it before.
More of a wrong spike.
That's going to be shot. Diving play by Tripoli to keep the ball in the infield. That'll save a run.
No, you were right, because the Cubs bent so
He actually won MVP.
World Series MVP. He is not wrong, though.
Now batting the first
But I was
baseman,
thinking
number 20, James Anderson.
That was 2020. Dude, I just did not like that. The Cubs were good. I think they also got.
I didn't think they were.
They actually got a little shot. Here's a hot take, actually. I think if you are a free agent at the end of that current MLB season, you get traded, you can't sign again at the end of the year with that team that just traded you. So say for example, Aroldis Chapman was on the Yankees, got traded to the Cubs, and then signed again with the Yankees at the end of the year.
Or Von Miller, he shouldn't be able to sign with the Broncos this offseason since he was just traded.
Yeah. Yes, I agree. That's stupid. Because you're just playing a free year just to get a ring.
Yeah,
It's
you're
stupid.
getting a draft pick out of it.
It's
Just finessing.
Franchise.
You can just go to the Bills. Yeah, but there's speculation he should sign with the Broncos since he was
Line drive and a left and down. 9-3.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Billings running away with this one now.
Aroldis Chapman did that. He literally was with the Yankees, signed with the Cubs, or traded to the Cubs for that 1 year, and the Yankees got prospects from the Cubs, and then Aroldis Chapman signed back to the Yankees. Like, dude, that's just not fair. Like, I get it's part of the business, but that should be illegal.
Well, yeah, it's not fair to the rest of the league.
But, I mean,
Outside 1-0.
if you're an organization and you're chasing a ring after a 100-year drought, like, it'd be worth getting some prospects in the World Series. I get that. Like, futurely, it hurts you more than it benefits you.
And catches made by Larson. That'll end the inning. But the Yellowjackets push 2 across. They lead 9-3 as we head to the final frame. 7th, Zach Berryman leading things off. So it's 1, 2, and 3 for the Wildcats. Two and 0 the count to Berryman. Elliott still out there.
Oh, Soler. Jorge Soler. He has another outfielder too. Suarez or something? That's Soler they picked up from the Royals. I think they still have him this year.
2 and 1. Berryman 0 for 3, a pair of strikeouts. Count runs to 2 and 2. Fouled away. Third strikeout of the game for Berryman, so he's got the hat trick. And there's one down. Central down their last 2 outs. Fossil on the ground is short. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag. And Fossil's going to be in there. He and Anderson collided. Second error of the ball game for the Yellowjackets, and here's Austin Oland. One and two. Three and two. Full count on Oland. Swing and a miss. Out number 2, Central down to their final out. Call the strike, 0-1. Larson 1 for 3. Looking to extend this ball game. 1-1. Wangeman keeps it close. Fouled off the top of the dugout. 1-2 the count. Central down to their last strike. Two and two.
I don't remember him ever having stopped the
Probably like before his last year in the Mariners or something. Yeah, it would have been Marlins or Yankees or some shit. Dude, tell me why he got to the Marlins and decided he was gonna start hitting some fingers. I didn't see that.
Back to the mound. He's going to take it himself.
Are you serious, Charlie, dude?
And that's going to get the umpire in between them.
Charlie, that's fucked up, dude. You don't freaking do that, man. Are you serious?
And Montana State Billings takes game 2, 9-3. They push across 3 in the 5th, 4 in the 6th, and 2 in the 7th. It's a split on the day for Central. And that'll do it for us here from Central Washington. We'll be back tomorrow. Another doubleheader, 11 a.m. the first pitch.